I know I told y'all I was gonna be dropping them back to back, but a nigga, I ain't gonna lie, I have been busy. You know what I'm saying? I was dealing with some little bullshit. Got that out my system, had to move that to the side. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't even been to the crib. Like right now, I'm pulling up to the crib to go in there, jump in the shower, you know what I'm saying? Change my clothes and go vibe. I got a whole vibe going on, you feel what I'm saying? On some movie shit. So I'm about to do that shit and chill on out. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? Nigga been at the bag and doing what I gotta do, but I ain't selfish. So I'm like, man, let me go on here, get over here, give him a video, because I'm supposed to been bringing y'all the video on Junior. So before I do all that, I got you. So go on ahead, get off the phone with her. She lying. She ain't trying to get you to come over. She trying to get that money up out you, my boy. Her feet stink. She smell like fish, my boy. You feel what I'm saying? So go on and hang out with her. Girl, get off the fucking phone with him. That nigga is lying. He don't got no money. He not on. He ain't got no motion. The nigga balls stink. You feel what I'm saying? He driving his pot in the car. He ain't got shit going on. The nigga musty. His underarms smell like onions. You feel what I'm saying? He got the dirty ass beater on. Now, don't look at my shit clean, you hear me? Even though I'm about to get in the shower, I smell good right now, you hear me? But go ahead, if you got your pinatas, go on to warm that up. You feel what I'm saying? Chipotle, whatever, Wingstop, whatever you got, go warm that up. Nigga, if you got the Zaza, go on and roll that shit up real za. Not that shit from back in the day, that pine and that wood. Nah. Go on and throw that away, my boy. You feel what I'm saying? If you got the Yerkies, the perks, the real ones, man. Not the motherfucking press nulls. Not the null ones, bro. Not the super joints. No. Go on and put them to the side. Go on and pull the real perks out. The 10 to 5 with it. Throw a couple of them hoes back. If you fuck with X, Zan bars, you know what I'm saying? However you do it. Go on and get right. You feel what I'm saying? If you got your drink right, go on and pull out the motherfucking Douce, the Casamigo. If you like sipping champagne, go on and pull the Bel Air, the Mo, you know what I'm saying? If you like wine, go on and pull that shit out, pull up. You feel what I'm saying? It's a whole vibe going on right now. I got y'all. If you got them a homebody, go on and get the covers right. Go on and get them warm. Put them over your head. Leave your shit out. Wiggle your toes. Hey, where the fuck you do? We about to go on and get into this thing. You feel what I'm saying? So, I'm about to go and give you the story of Junior. So let me go ahead and light me up a motherfucking cigarette. You hear me? Cause this shit was off the chain. It was the time, and I ain't gonna lie, the time, it was like around this time, it was like some fall shit. You feel what I'm saying? But it was like how we got the days right now. You know what I'm saying? Just with the hold on. So just like we got the days now, like with the, the 70s, and then, you know what I'm saying? Nighttime come, niggas putting their pellies on, their Averexes and shit like that, your hoodies, your jogging joints, shit like that. So, like I always say, yeah, I had that shit on, you feel me? Whatever was in, the AV, all that shit. So this night, and at the time, I ain't gonna lie, I was, like I always tell you, so much shit happened from when I was 13, 14, 15, just going all the way up. So at the time I was about like, uh, 15, 16 type shit. And you know what I'm saying? In our hood, I don't know if I said this in another video or not, but in our hood, we had two hood stores. You know what I'm saying? One exactly like right in the heart of the hood, and then one like a couple blocks up, because we got a hospital in the hood too. Yeah, our shit was popping. We had motion and shit. So, we had one directly on the set in the hood, then one like 2 or 3 blocks up that stayed open. The one that was a few blocks up stayed open to like 12-1, but the one was in the hood closed at like 9-10 because so much shit happened. And like I said, nigga, motherfuckers done got murdered at both of them stores. If you come outside, you go to one of them stores, you might meet a bitch, get some pussy. If you got an ounce of dope, nigga, you gonna jump, you gonna run out. Nigga, you might see a nigga getting his ass beat over here. Nigga might see a nigga getting robbed. It was just jumping, man. Like that was the time when you had to be outside, you know what I'm saying? Because if you was in a crib, if you ain't had, you was gonna miss something. You know what I'm saying? So it was around that time. So, about 15, 16 and Junior, niggas ain't even know, like, Nigga was surprised, like, damn, like, this nigga fuck with, like, he fucked with me. Like, I got game from that nigga. Man, I done been with that nigga on certain shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, nigga gave me a lot of game, you know what I'm saying? Like, before I get into the story, I remember this shit right here, right? I remember I used to ride with, like, the nigga come, and the nigga had whips to go. That nigga had the chameleon thing. He had the long sleeve motherfucking the Cadillac, what was that, DeVille joint, candy red sitting up high and shit. You feel what I'm saying? The nigga had a factory joint, you know what I'm saying, plain Jane, cherry red Jag. When you Denali's and shit was popping, that nigga had the motherfucking, the Bumblebee. That motherfucker was lemonade, man. The whole motherfucking truck yellow. At the time, that's when Jordans, like 23s, 24s, 6s probably was the highest rims. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas wasn't checking for no 8s and 30s. So that nigga had the Yukon Denali up on 4s, 6s with the yellow disc behind it. You feel what I'm saying? And shit, he had that Lincoln LS on floaters. Like, the nigga changed up whips, and he was one of them niggas he wanted to smoke. Niggas was scared to deal with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? On drugs, work, all that. That nigga was taking bricks. You know what I'm saying? He done hit the Migos before. You know what I'm saying? Done murked them. That nigga done hit family, man. Them nigga put his murder game down. Like, nigga wasn't no fuck nigga. Like, and if you was a poop butt ass nigga soft, if you was sweet, nigga, if you was sweet, he's going to lick you, nigga. He's going to hit a lick on your ass. He had niggas he respected and fuck with. But if you was a sweet nigga, ain't nobody knowing, nigga, you ain't have emotion, farther than the streets niggas knowing you, nigga, he about to light your ass up and he gonna take your shit, nigga. And if you get away from him and leave, you better be lucky you ain't get murdered. Cause he would have smoked you, my boy. Like, that's how he was. So I remember this riding with the nigga. Like, pull up, nigga, come on, jump in. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas ain't even know he smoked. Motherfucker like, man, he ain't smoke. Man, that nigga, man, I done smoke. That's when Dro was the shit. Dro and Purple and Baby Dro. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it was the Pine, the Wood, Good Reggie and shit. But the exotic was Baby Dro, Hydro, and Purple. And the Purple was coming from New York, my nigga, in the jars and shit like that. So I ride with the nigga. We going to every hood, any projects. And the nigga had TVs banging and shit. The nigga never stopped at red lights. This nigga didn't stop at a red light. If that motherfucker wasn't about to turn green when we get to it, he gonna run that bitch. You know what I'm saying? He in every rib, he in all the mirrors. This nigga got a burner on him. I got my own burner on me. We both got them hoes out. You hear me? Because I know what the fuck he got going on in this. That have emotion. I know what it was. So if a nigga pulled up, nigga, we ready to get at whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So the nigga, I pull up to a hood, projects, and like, in them days, like, everybody was outside. You got 20, 30 niggas, dice game over here, all this shit, all this motion going on, niggas doing whatever. So he'll pull up, crowd of niggas, you know what I mean? And niggas knew what he was driving and shit, so certain niggas knew he was in there. Everything tinted up, you feel what I'm saying? The nigga cracked the window, turn the music down. We just listen. We listen to what the niggas saying and shit. Niggas like, man, they go Junior and shit. Certain niggas start walking off, certain niggas tucking shit. Niggas get missing. So he ain't pop out the car. You feel what I'm saying? The nigga just speed off. So he'd get that intimidation on niggas like they pumped that in them. These niggas was lame and they really was shook at that nigga, man. And like I said, man, the nigga had a nice hand with that basketball. If he ain't jumping that street light shit, nigga, that the basketball, ain't no telling where that ball would have took that nigga, man. But he chose the street shit on some gangster shit, and that's what it was. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it was. So this night, we about to get into the story. So this night, right? I done got my shit on, I'm feeling good, fresh. It's around that time, the day was about good 70 tonight, you know what I'm saying? Temperature drop, all that shit. So, shit, I leave out the crib. I don't even know if I had a car at that time, but I remember I walked up to the store. Because like I told you, when we was young, me and my partners and my brothers and shit, we went from stealing cars to buying cars. Started buying cars at 15, 16 and shit like that. So I can't recall around that time if I got in the high speed chase, lost my shit, because I was losing cars and all that shit because I had a warrant. So I'm going to let y'all know all that shit, some other shit. But So I ended up walking up to the store and shit. You know what I'm saying? First nigga out, first nigga on the block. It's like about like 6, 7, or 8. And it was like around that time to where, the hours done changed. So now it started getting dark early. And when it's dark, it'll still be early, but it'll look late as fuck. You feel what I'm saying? So I done came out, boom. I'll go up to the hood store that closed early and shit like that. So I got up there, post up. And at the store, like I said, everybody will post up. Some days you will pull up, you'll see 20, 30 niggas out here because how our store was, that's exactly on the set in the hood. We had the corner store right here, right next door to that. It was a 3 building, like, you know what I'm saying, all next to each other. One building, but it was all different stores. So this store right here is the corner store. Next to that, it used to be a barbershop. The store kept changing. Went from barbershop to you buying pagers, cell phones, and all that shit. And it'll go to some other shit. And then next to that was our actual submarine house. And the submarine house, fuck with the hood. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't want to eat on the little snacks and shit, long day of hustling, you go down there and get a big ass Philly cheese, you know what I'm saying? A super duper motherfucking cheese steak, zinger wings, blue cheese, lemonade. If you know, you know. And you might get a little bag of weed, you know what I'm saying? Because it was all love in the hood. Like the hood going up, motherfucker, it was all love. Everybody knew everybody. It was like that, you know what I'm saying? And in the back of that, the store go down, like on the side of that, there's trash cans and all that shit. You go to the back, it's an alley. It was a garage back there. Motherfucker said it was a chop shop back in the G and all that, but it was a big ass garage. If OG would have lifted that garage up, you would have seen all type of old school cold shit souped up, from TAs, Trans Ams to IROCs, you know what I'm saying, a GTO or some shit. OG stayed in that motherfucker, fixed some shit up and got it looking nice. I ain't gonna lie to you, hear me? So this night, I'm gonna get to the story. I'm just giving y'all a little layout, you feel what I'm saying? So this night, I gets up to the stove, boom. Post up. I'm waiting to make some plays, see if some bitches come out, see if my partner's going, you know what I'm saying, pull up on me. What's happening? Like, nigga, what's the motion? What we got going on? So I'm up here by myself, chilling right in front of the stove. The door right here, I'm right next to it, the window and all that shit. We knew the clerks in the stove, so it was a hood thing, it was all good. They ain't caught a law and all that shit, so you post up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm posted right in front of the stove. So next thing I know, Junior pulls, and plus Junior was relatives of the people that owned the submarine house. See, the people that had the submarine house, it was black owned, black ran. You feel what I'm saying? And he was a relative of them. So, Junior pull up to that motherfucker, see what he can see, you know what I'm saying? Bump out, chill, you know what I'm saying? Sit in the car, in the cut, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So I'm sitting right there. He pull up in that Cherry Jag, the plain Jane joint. He pulls up. It's dark. Still early, though. He see me. What up, little bro? I'm like, what up, nigga? Boom. We step out. He's staying right in front of his car, right where the bumper is. Now, it was a nigga named Nate in the hood. I knew him as well. He was one of the type of niggas, he dressed fly. He'd have the Avion Pelly, Tim's Forces, all that shit. He had the woolies, the waves like me and shit. The nigga had his ears pierced up here, though. You know what I'm saying? On that type of shit. But the nigga, he was a hustler. He ain't want smoke. He just hustled like a motherfucker. The nigga drove like a little Bronco K5, joint, little radio, little bang. It was clean, all that type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on. Damn, I should have just put it in my ass track. But so the nigga had that, Nate was a cool, smooth nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hustle. He ain't want no smoke, nigga. Just hustle, talk shit, drink a little bit, pop at the hoes and shit. But the nigga, I always looked at niggas, you know what I'm saying, a soft way that got your shit pierced up here. You can be cool. You ain't got to be on no funny bunny shit, but you got your shit pierced up here, my nigga. Nigga see that and take that the wrong way, nigga. And nigga look at you like you sweet or something. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga ain't no motherfucking gangster up here, my boy. No, nigga, you know what I'm saying? So, Nate, like how our hood was, all them stores right here. It's a long little, all of them next to each other. Then on the side of the submarine house, it's a blind side. It gets dark, but the trash can's right there. Then it goes to the alley. But the whole hood You know what I'm saying? Like the street goes all the way up. You know what I'm saying? So he done walked down from like the top of the middle of the hood where like all the older niggas in the hood be at and shit, hustling. Like the whole strip just jump, you know what I'm saying? Motion, all motion. If you had a car, anything you want to be seen, you coming through our hood, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? The bitches out, butt cheeks hanging out, bad shit, bad grown bitches. Man, shit was just all over the place. You hear me? So he done walk down, you know what I'm saying, coming to the corner store. So I'm in front, you know, right next to the door of the store. Junior just pulled up in his cherry, you know what I'm saying, cherry Jag thing. He done popped out. He's standing in front of his motherfucking Jag. Nate comes around the corner and come up, you know what I'm saying, walking past the submarine house. So when he walked past Junior, you know, Junior's standing right here. Nate walks past. You know, I'm looking at both of them. So when Nate walked past Junior, Junior just look at him like, instantly start walking right behind him. So I'm over here by the door. I'm chilling. I'm looking at both of them come towards me. Junior was a fool. That nigga always, when he was on some shit, the nigga gave me a grin. You hear me? So I'm just sitting here looking at this shit play out. I didn't know what was about to unfold Like this shit was about to get wild. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm chilling. I'm watching. It had to be God. I don't know what it was. I'm seeing this everything about to be what it was, but I didn't know it was about to go where it was going. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, Nate walked past Junior. Junior look at him, instantly start walking behind the nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm still sitting in front of the door of the store. I'm seeing both of these niggas walk towards me. Nate get up to me, say my name, what up, bro? Boom, nigga, what's up? What's happening? Boom. So he goes in the store. Junior walked past me. When he look up at me, he like this. I always gave me this motherfucker grin. So I look at him. I smile, shake my head like, man, this nigga I don't want. So he goes in too, right behind him. So I ain't doing shit. I'm like, man, you know how it be, nigga, when you just trapping, you ain't doing shit, and then you young. I'm a teenager. So you young, you about to go ahead and get a little few snacks and shit. And still go and wait and see what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker gonna pull up, plays, whatever. You about to put a little snack in your stomach. Then I got the submarine house next door. So when I get hungry, I'm about to go over here and get, you know what I'm saying, whatever I'm about to get on the eating side to fill me the fuck up. You feel what I'm saying? So once Nate walk in, Junior walk in, I turn, let me go up here and give me something real quick. That's when everything was a fucking quarter. So if you got $1, that's when Flaming Hots, hot fries was a quarter and shit. Brownies, Nutty Buddies, even canned pops, all that shit was a motherfucking quarter. So if you got $1, you getting 4 motherfucking things. All this, man, everything fucked up right now, how they changed it. But nigga, everything used to be a quarter. If you know, you know. You feel what I'm saying? So I go in that motherfucker, grab some hot fries. I think it was a Nutty Buddy and 2 pops. I remember that shit. So boom, I grab that. And now I goes up to the cash register. Now, when you get up to the counter, you know, the counter right here, the cash register right here, then they got all the little lottery shit and all that. So Nate is standing. This nigga got a 5 stick. Even gum was 25 cents. A 5 stick was 25 cents. Nate got a stick of fucking gum, y'all. A stick of gum, 25 cents, man. So he got that on the counter. He's right in the middle, right in front of the counter. I'm on the left side of him, like where the cash register at. I'm holding my shit. You know how if you in a store and you got some shit in your hand, and you try to let them see it so you can go on and pay and get the fuck out. So I'm like, look, this is what I got, man. Go on and take my dollar so I can get the fuck on up out of here. You feel what I'm saying? So Nate right here in the middle, right in front of the counter. He got the stick of gum right there. I'm on the left side of him trying to, hey, look, this is what I got. Take my dollar so I can get the fuck up out of here. And then Junior is on the right side of him, like in front of the fucking, the lottery shit. So we all three lined up like this in front of the counter, all lined up. So I'm telling the dude, like, here, man, take this dollar. So Nate got the gum. This nigga had a motherfucking cheeseburger in his pocket. You hear me? A burger with cheese. That nigga, one of them bank rolls to where you got that on your pocket and you can't even get that motherfucker out. You know, it's so stiff. You know, you got a whole roll in that hole and you can't get it out. You hear me? So he trying to Undo that motherfucker, get it out. He finally get that hoe out and undo it. That motherfucker like this. He thumbed through it. Open that hoe up, thumb through it. It's nothing but hundreds, 50s, 20s. I ain't even see no 10. I see the shit. I don't see no 10s, no 5s, and no 1s. So while I'm holding my shit, I'm trying to give him the dollar, he do that, I looks down. Like, and look at him. Like, what the fuck? Look at the gum. Like, this nigga pull that shit out for that. Like, you know, that's some shit you do if you in the store with some bitches. You feel what I'm saying? You trying to get your big flex on, like, oh yeah, they got to see this nut I'm holding in my pocket. Somebody got to see this shit, because I'm holding too much money right now. Like, you got to see this bankroll on a nigga like me, you hear me? You do that around some bitches, you know what I'm saying? You trying to get your flex on, you feeling good and shit. You don't do that around no niggas, man. So, hold my shit up with my dollar, like, man, take this. I look down at this nigga roll. Something told me, man, look down. I look down a little bit more. I see Junior. Junior on the other side, he looking down at me.